Alright boys and girls, welcome back to LewDix Aviation, welcome back to another video. You join us on climb out from Leesburg Airport in Florida, where myself and my safety pilot Otto were just doing a couple of RNAV instrument approaches.
For 450 to 500 feet per minute.
The video was all about how to fly an instrument approach, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, then you can go and watch that video. It'll be linked in the corner and in the description. In this video, we're not so much going to focus on the approach itself. This is more about the safety pilot side of things, because it's one thing to fly underneath the foggles with a safety pilot there, but if the safety pilot isn't fully aware situationally and being ahead of the game just like you are, there's no safety there, is there? I wanted to make a video because there's some small situations that happen that required Otto, my safety pilot, to be on the ball. So I think it's important for all pilots to kind of see how to be a good safety pilot.
One thing I really want to point out is how good this fella was as a safety pilot. Like, that's my throttle hand. We're professionals. As a safety pilot, you're not just there to sit around and just enjoy the flight. The whole flight, he was looking out, looking for traffic, giving me advisories, because I don't know what's out there. I'm under the foggles, obviously. Really alert, especially on that last one, where, you know, towards the end it was getting a little bit close. He was on the ball, and that's just as important as everything else that happened in the flight. So, safety pilot-wise, he's all right.
As long as I don't get to touch the controls, everyone lives.
Exactly. 073, the approach course, 5,704 feet is the runway landing. Touchdown zone 109. Airport elevation 113. So the reason that I briefed the touchdown zone elevation is, let's say you're in solid IMC and you get to the decision altitude and you have, let's say, the approach lights in sight. You can descend to 100 feet above touchdown zone elevation. Part 91.175 I think is the regulation. That's all the stuff that you have to see as the runway environment. We're not going to have to go missed, I'm not briefing it.
Number 536 Hotel Foxtrot, roger that, squawk 0315, verify information to X-ray when you pick it up.
So I'm picking up a squawk code from the Orlando approach controller, because going into Orlando Executive there's more airspace to worry about than there was in the previous video at Leesburg. I put a graphic on screen for you. It kind of shows you where the final approach fix is, where you will be at 2,000 feet, and you can see that it puts you slap bang in the middle of a Bravo airspace shelf that is at 2,000 feet. So speaking to the approach controller is the safest way to do this approach.
Number 6 Hotel Foxtrot, roger that, maintain your present heading. Expect RNAV only 7 approach, and confirm this will be a full stop.
Alright, present heading, and yeah, that's affirmative, full stop for 536 Hotel Foxtrot.
Maybe to the viewers who don't know much about it, what's the difference between an ILS, a localizer approach, versus an RNAV LNAV approach?
I can't hear them, they respond. Well, what's the difference between an ILS and a localizer? Still can't hear them. You then, what's the difference between an ILS and a localizer? Definitely
2 different letters.
Dad joke aviation.
You explain RNAV.
There's a shitload of satellites up in space, and what they do is f***ing magic.
Number 6 Hotel Foxtrot, turn left in 110.
1106 Hotel Fox.
He can't make up his mind.
He's looking at his screen though, he can't hold his head in.
536 Hotel Foxtrot, turn right in 180, stand by with vectors. Got an EV number 2 for the airport.
Alright, Roger 180 for 6 Hotel Fox. So what he's doing now, you can see that the course is coming in, however he's given us a vector of 180. He says we're basically delayed vectors, we are number 2 for the airport, so we're blazing through the course at the moment. But that's been planned, we know that's happening. So
Number 536 Hotel Foxtrot, turn left in 030, intercept the localizer, intercept the final approach course from 87.
030 to intercept 6 Hotel Foxtrot. And now he's given us a heading past the course so we can re-intercept. So now we've been given a heading 030, we're going to hit that, and then once we re-intercept the course, we're going to be able to turn. He said we can intercept. Turning around 030. At this point we'll do the pre-landing. We got the landing light, we got the strobes, we got the navs, we got all those on, mixtures full rich, seat belts, seat backs.
Pretty much nailed everything.
Sweet. Alright, so the course is coming in.
A golf course.
Unbelievable. So, I've led the turn a little bit, and I've intercepted the course. If you wait till the needle is centered Until you turn in, then you're going to be off course, so you need to lead it, intercept it. I've done that, and now I need to adjust a little bit because it's going back off. That could be because of wind, or it could be just because I'm not good at what I do. So now I've got it back, I had it set, and now I can see it going off, so I'm going to just change it ever so slightly and see if what I set now corresponds to maintaining course, which it looks like it does.
Number 536 Hotel Foster, you're 4 miles from Denmore, maintain 2012 status on the final approach course, inbound clear for the RNAV runway 7 approach.
Maintain 2000 until established and clear for the RNAV runway 7, 6 Hotel Fox.
6 Hotel Foster, your following traffic is going to be a Learjet 11 o'clock in 4 miles. Your traffic in sight at 1,600.
We're looking for that traffic, 6 Hotel Fox.
And the safety pilot springs into action.
So we have been cleared for the approach, so I'm going down to 2000. He gave us 21 initially.
6 Hotel Foster, it's 11 o'clock in 3.5 miles at 1,600.
Still looking, no joy, 6 Hotel Fox.
Alright, you got your eye out for it.
Yeah, I've got my eye, don't worry about it. You fly the approach.
Roger.
Look at how he's not really paying attention to what I'm doing, he's paying more attention to what's going on outside the plane. He knows I know how to fly, at least I hope he does. His concern is everything else that I can't see.
So with this...
536 Hotel Foxtrot, contact Zeta Tower 18.7.
18.7, 6 Hotel Fox, thanks for the help. And executive first sky up 536 Hotel Foxtrot and have runway 7.
Number 536 Hotel Foxtrot on Zeta Tower, maintain slowest practical speed. Continue.
Slowest practical and continue, 6 Hotel Fox. This is where an approach can get weird, because he's asked you to slow down, so it kind of throws you off your rhythm. But...
So even though we know that we won't catch the Learjet up on this approach, we've been told to slow down, we've been listening to the radio, and we know that the airspace is fairly busy, so we need to be vigilant. Otto's eyes have been firmly planted outside from the moment that we got told about the Learjet. That is the mark of a great safety pilot. Somebody that can detach themselves from what's going on inside the plane and focus completely on their job of making sure that everything's clear on the outside, and also keeping themselves aware situationally of what's going on. Now, listening to the radio, we heard a call that the Learjet had landed ahead of us, which was, as we predicted, way ahead, but you can see Otto's job is still not done. He knows this airspace is busy, and his eyes are still firmly planted outside.
Following
5 within the range.
November 536 Hotel Foxtrot, runway 7 clear to land, 2 departures, actually 3 departures prior to your arrival.
Alright, roger, 3 departure prior to arrival, clear to land, runway 7, 536 Hotel Foxtrot.
Now, it may be easy to relax and think that your job's done now that the Learjet has landed. However, Otto's job continues. We've got another situation to deal with. 3 departures prior to our arrival. I'm not looking outside, I'm looking inside.
We're still set up, we're still on the course. We're on the LPV glide slope, and we're just going to hold it 90.
536 Hotel Foxtrot, you number 1.
Number 1, thanks, Hotel Fox. Holding the glide path, holding the course, and that's it, all the way down.
So Otto's job now has switched to making sure that we have good separation between us and those aircraft taking off. And where do you think his eyes are planted?
Lower it up a bit.
Slow it up.
I think that was just the first one clear for takeoff.
Oh, okay.
Have that traffic inside us on that back there.
45 Foxtrot Hotel, looking for the traffic.
Roger. And November 536 Hotel Foxtrot, you number 1, runway 7, clear to land.
Clear to land number 1, runway 7, 6 Hotel Fox.
345 Foxtrot
We are
Hotel,
nailed on the
have
course, we are
traffic
nailed on
cleared.
the glide path, and now it gets choppy.
75 Foxtrot Hotel,
Spoke
roger,
too
number
soon.
2, runway 7, clear to land, and square to base to final.
Keeping my eyes moving. I felt myself stop my eyes then. Look at what's happened now. Yeah.
Otto's eyes are now shifting between outside and inside, looking at the airspeed to determine if we're slow enough to give enough space for the aircraft that are taking off. Being a safety pilot is all about being dynamic, and Otto's doing a stellar job, and I can't ask for much more from my safety pilot.
And 20 at swelter. We'll take it on the glide.
Citation 93 Victor Romeo, fly the 921 departure, runway 7, full length clear for takeoff. No delayed traffic on a mile final.
I doubt it, but because this is only the second one to take off, and he said 3 to go.
Right.
So I'm assuming he's gonna not let anyone else go. But if he does tell you to go around, do you want me to take it? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a class safety pilot right there.
Number 812 Delta Alpha, keep it rolling around the corner, crossway turns to reach the part of citation. Left turn course approved, runway 7 Alpha 7 clear for takeoff.
Alright, keep it slow.
On a half a mile final.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7 will be the caution, 812 Delta Alpha.
200 to go.
You should be good. You should be good.
Roger.
Executive Tower, Archer 471 Alves, established on
If he moves.
RNAV 7 approach.
Told him to keep it rolling around the corner.
Number 3, runway 7, clear to land, traffic Skyhawk on the 3-mile final.
Clear for landing.
Minimums.
That was a bit close in my opinion. It wasn't that close, but
At the end of the day, what matters is that I had a safety pilot with me in my aircraft who was looking out not only for our safety and the safety of our flight, but the safety of other flights around us as well. You can't ask for much more than that. Otto has really shown us how to be a good, an excellent, absolutely fantastic, unbelievable, this could go on all night. He's a really good safety pilot.
Alright, pull it out, glide it in. Sorry, float it in. Wind is not pushing too much. We'll take it. Margarine! Boom!
Skyhawk 536 Hotel Foxtrot, any left turns approved. Hold short of Alpha, ground point 4.
Short of Alpha, ground point 4, you have a great night, 6 Hotel Fox.
You too.
And ground, Skyhawk 536 Hotel Foxtrot, clear of 7 on Echo, taxiing straight ahead to Atlantic.
536 Hotel Foxtrot, over intersect ground, give way to the outbound Cessna. He's going to be turning there on Alpha. Once he passes, you can taxi into the ramp.
Alright, Roger, got the Cessna in sight, we'll wait for them, and behind them we'll taxi into the ramp straight ahead for 6 Hotel Fox, thanks.
Is this Lou?
It is!
I've been watching you.
That's great. You enjoy it?
Yeah, really good. It gives us a whole different perspective.
I appreciate that, man. What a question. Do you enjoy it? It's not like you can say no. Didn't really give him a choice there, did I?
no, but you're branding yourself. You see, branding yourself.
What, as a moron? If that control's watching this video,
Yeah,
you're
seriously.
in it.
All right, so
Well, there we go.
yes.
One thing I really want to point out how good this fella was as a safety pilot. Like, that's my throttle hand.
We're professional.
As a safety pilot, you're not just there to sit around and just enjoy the flight. The whole flight, he was looking out, looking for traffic, giving me advisories because I don't know what's out there. I'm under the foggles, obviously, and yeah, really alert, especially on that last one where towards the end it was getting a little bit close. He was on the ball, and that's just as important as everything else that happened in the flight. So. Pilot, but safety pilot-wise, he's alright.
As long as I don't get to touch the controls, everyone lives.
Exactly.
And with that comes the end of the flight. I'd like to thank Otto for showing us all how to be a good safety pilot. And I'd like to thank you watching this video up to this point. I really do enjoy making these videos for you, and I'd like to mix in a good bit of humour and entertainment into my flights, and hopefully you've been entertained, you've giggled along the way, and maybe you've taken something away from this video as well. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. If you're not subscribed to LewDix Aviation, get yourself subscribed so you don't miss more aviation entertainment. There's more on the way soon. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next one.